Alright, that's camera action enterprise. New kind of straight job looking thingamajiggy. Has got me with the lights on the front. I got my little guitar back. I'll set up my camera so that I can film me playing my guitar, which I haven't played in a long time, from very long. I went back to the pool hall Jose's where I had last told him before I had gone back this time I never coming back again, because he wouldn't stick it up for me when the coppers would come and harass him. I like, this harassment. He goes, what? Nothing got to eat. I'm like, yeah, not 5 in a fucking row at the fucking time. I come here. Kept getting harassed by a po-po. So, I was over at the Tooth King, over by the Gelsons, hanging there for a while, laying low and dough. And, I'm like rich the first week or two every month, and then I'm poor the next 2 weeks every month. Just the way it go, because, they took my dough, at least more than half of what I should be getting, because I'm insurance company loophole. So what I found out that the sheriff department in San Diego, where I'm gonna go, is hiring. They're always hiring $75,000 to $78,000 for a sheriff deputy. Now, if I get myself a badge, I'm gonna go right to Congress and say, you guys are treasonous, you're thieves, you're out. Go to jail, do not pass go. I got the gun and the badge to say so. Because we know the po-po ain't gonna do that. Because they're getting paid by Congro, So this is a song I'm gonna wrote by the time I'm done. Let's see if it's in tune. I tuned it yesterday. Don't sound like it is. Oh, it's way off. I gotta fix it. Sorry. Let's see if I can do it quick. One night in the fucking cold and it got out of tune. But I kept it in Jose's. It had all dust on it. Nobody played with it the whole time. One night in fucking the car, cold, and fucking go out of tune. But when I went back in there in the fucking place, and I picked it up and I checked it, it was almost perfectly in tune. It was slightly off, but it was in tune with itself. So I had to tweak a little bit. Thank God for electric tuners. Now that's dropped quite a bit. It's fucking cold as shit. That's there too. Be careful if you're a target like I was with Congress. Then FCC rules that they put in place that the interference has to be allowed on all devices made in America. The tuner, they'll fuck with it so you break your string. I just learned something from a girl named Lucy who's leaving town, tired of her job at 24 feet going to Oregon. She said that the blue text, the iPhones, you can't join a group chat if it's in green text in the SMS. Apple's the only one that does that crap, and they do it in America, where the rest of the world allows you to join a group chat with the green text because you don't have the Wi-Fi going or some shit. Another reason why I fucking hate Apple. In addition to, that's not the right fucking letter. Eat at Dave's. Good boys eat. So eat. Eat at Dave's. Good. Good. Boys. Eat. Alright, sound like I hit everything right according to the tuner. It's a little better, right? Oh, it's not. See the tuner, they're fucking with my tuner. It's way the fuck off. Those two are right. Those are right. Those are right. So, these are off. These are off. These are right. So the third string is Dave. Dave, he's right. You got Dave's. So let's see. So I just use my ear now to fix this second string. I'm gonna see that's right, but I had to slide my finger toward the fret, toward the twister knobs. So which means if I slide it this way, it's too high, so I have to lower it now. See if it matches now. Right here. Still off. Gotta make this lower, a little bit more lower. Try now. There we go. Now let's try the next one. Ooh, it sounds like it matches. Now it's in tune. Alright, let's try it, see? I'm gonna say everything I want to say. I think I'm gonna try to remember everything. Okay, last night I was at Jose's, right? And the first thing I did, I walked in, set my stuff down, and I went over to Jose. Said, Jose, hey Jose, I saw somebody remind me of you. He goes, I thought you said you were never gonna come in here again. And I said, I may have said that in a drunken stupor, and I apologize for that. And I showed him something I had for him, and it was a picture that I'd drawn. It was a picture of book cover that AI didn't make for me, that they said it was gonna make for me. I had to do it on my own. The thing kept lying on me, trying to keep me awake all night and get me in a car accident in the morning. But I was too outsmarted the fucker. Tried to get him to turn into suit, nobody will fucking do. They're all in on it. All them. John Best was right when he made his YouTube video and said all them fuckers on the bar association are fucking guilty. They're all treasonous fuckers. Get them out. It's like a Bruce song. He'll sit there and talk for fucking hours. I was over at the bar, I was at the diner. You know what the diner looks like? It's got them things that you sit on. It's like home booths. And you know, hey Clarence, you been good this year? Santa gonna get you a new saxophone? Yeah, that's right, you've been good this year. Now, I'm wondering, hey, where can I make some money? And then I went over to the little waitress. She was over there all by the end. She was lonely, I could tell. So I said, hey, my name's George. What's yours? I like your hair. Wow. Oh, but she opened up like a fucking can of worms that come whipping out with a bunch of words come pouring out her mouth. I'm like, oh, wow. Like, my head was spinning by the time she was done talking. I finally got in there and told her some things. I remember this guy at the bar one time. I said, people want to learn. He said, no, people want to teach. There's a guy I used to play pickleball with running by. He's a pretty good pickleball player, nice person too. Never had no issues with him. Fingers are starting to hurt on my left hand from doing this because I haven't played in a long time. Kind of lost their strength against the strings. You don't use it, you lose it. It's atrophy. I'm going to switch to an A chord. The mood changes suddenly. We got E. I know E chord. Solemn. Back to A. I see a car. It looks like somebody I played pickleball with too. He's got a golf swing serve, kind of really fucking cool. Very few people have it. One of the few people that would talk to me in the morning when we was waiting to go in over at Memorial Park. I don't know if you know it, but I can't even go walk my dog, ex-dog, over by my friend's house because it's right next to where that punk ass fucking filed a restraining order against me and got it apparently, even though he started the fight. Go figure it out. I come to the conclusion this morning that every day there's a battle for your stuff, what you own. Lucy was saying, you don't own anything anymore. Everything's no fun. You gotta subscribe. You just rent and shit. So it's fun to own. We were talking about when LimeWire first came out. We had MP3 CDs. I had 103 songs on one CD. I had a T10 player, which was the size of a AA battery, little round thing, a little bigger than the battery, and I could record into it. I could also wire right into my input of my car that played that stuff. It was great. It was a Toyota Camry hybrid. The first one, I told you I was an early adopter of all the first stuff, and we were both bitching about the fucking screens on the lights shining in your eyes, freaking with your eyes. And they should go back to those, like they had the readers, forget what to call it, but it was for the book reading, and it was called a digital ink, and it was no bright lights. It was just digital ink, and they were like, we don't know how to do color in it, but eventually they came out with another version where they backlit it, and it messed with your eyes. I'm like, come on, man. And she was bitching about Apple too, like, because they're making it so that you can't join a group chat with the green, even though 90% of the world, 90% everywhere you can. Apple fucking with you, and that making everything so all about profitability and just ruining things. Anyway, they're not happy with the manager over there. I got into it with a girl this morning. Her system was down. Make me hunt for my friggin' driver's license. It's cold outside, 2 in the morning. I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm in pain. I carry all this stuff, walk out of the car, go get my thing because your system is down. You're inconveniencing me. She's just like, I would be like, go, go, go. The girl before her was like, no, I need to see your ID. It's my second day here, blah, 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 blah. And then I tried talking to her. She didn't want to listen to nothing. And eventually she says she don't care. And I'm like, yeah, well, you just said your boss don't care, so it trickles from the top, and that's the way it go. So fire your boss, man. They both don't like her. But I'm like, you got to quit if you don't like your job. Fucking get into something you like to do, because hiring the wrong boss for you is the worst mistake for your longevity. One of the worst. It's in the book too, Pathfinder. Having the wrong boss, death knell. Eventually you don't have a choice. Like shit, you're at a place and they fire somebody and bring somebody else who's an ass. And it's time for you to go too, man. Fuck that. You don't want to work for an ass. Because this shit runs off. You don't want to be an ass. There's other things I want to say. I know a lot. Every day is a battle for your shit. So don't own too much shit, just essentials. Put all your eggs in one basket. Keep an eye on that basket real close. Um, Diversification is for people who don't know any better and what to do with their shit. They just branch out everywhere and you get lower return on averages than you would if you just kept the best shit. Kept a good eye on that. Come to pain management. I remember those commercials. The people be popping pills in the morning because they gotta get on with their day and they can't deal with the pain, so they fucking take it. And they're taking pills because you got pain. Why do you have pain? Well, pain, they say, is weakness leaving the body. A lot of times they say that. Pain is a symptom. It's your body telling you something. And I'm in pain now, not as much as I was a little while ago, but I took. Local logic is telling me hot bidets, as much as you could take, will get rid of external hemorrhoids in 2 weeks. You do it daily. I made a, well, I don't know if it's a big mistake, but I got stories to tell. I'm rich in stories. No matter what happens in this life, when it comes to how you measure things. You know, Donald Trump, she was all Donald Trump fan too, this girl Lucy. When it comes to measuring shit, it's like a way of keeping score. Find a way to measure shit that allows you to keep score, that helps you better yourself, make you a better person. And you have to define what that means to you. And you can go by society's definition of a better person, which society's norms are almost always in flux. Or you can make up your own, you know, what matters to you, what makes you feel good, what your goals are in life. If your goals are to live long and happy, and keep living long and happy, and have your friends live long and happy, then you need to be a person that helps them do it too, and that also can go to them when you need their help. And I've had a few people come to my help when I need it. You know, one of the ones that come to my help lately, whether they know directly that they're helping me or not, is the makers of the underwear that I'm wearing. They're wicking, Wicking, which means they pull the crap away from your skin, because that shit is acidic. When you happen to have loss of control due to an injury, which I happen to have more. First I had an injury, then it was exacerbated by a wound that was malicious. I understand why all these people do these things, even though they're evil. Does that help me in any way? I don't know. All I can do is tell you, well, yeah, I ain't gonna do that again. I ain't gonna let a nurse fucking try and fix me when she got an attitude right from the get-go. Walk the fuck out. You can overtalk on somebody. You could say, hey, I want to tell you something. They listen for a little while, and then their brain gets overloaded, and you got to stop because they're not going to digest anything else. And they're just going to be annoying, and they're going to forget other stuff. So chunk it in there, not piecemeal it in there, not fucking overload them with a flood. So I noticed a hot day kind of thing. You can use a shower head that's got a nice flow, strong flow, and move it around in like circles, little circles, and do a little bouncing around like what's her name was doing. Clarkson was bouncing while she was singing. You could see her legs going up and down. It's like a pump. You need to work it. What a hemorrhoid is, it's blood clot, an external blood clot, and veins are running to it, and so it's kind of like dried up blood. It's hard. The skin's rough and doesn't want to come out of there. But you're supposed to lance these things, but that could make them come back. But it'll get rid of the pain real quick. Lance them and clean out the clot. No place is done this for me yet. Not even suggested it, but a local doctor that I played pickleball was the first one right away to say, "Get lance that shit." Nobody's doing it at these hospitals. So you're kind of lancing it with like moving the hot shower head back and forth. Think of it like a razor blade tip. You're just slicing slowly, less slicing, and with the heat, loosening it up like frozen liquid. Ice becomes water when you hit it with some heat. So to loosen up the clot, and then pumping it should move it and get it back out. What I think has happened is the internal hemorrhoids were a combination of exercising, getting hit with pickleballs, which causes a little pop on your body somewhere else eventually, and like a pimple appears. Well, they're occurring internally on my rectum, my anus area, and then I was sitting in the chair too long. It was just making that worse in my car. And that's because Section 8 wasn't doing their job here. They don't want me to live in this town because the people that run it are trust fund babies, and they're all city folks that are all Congress, on board with Congress here, letting Congress do what they want because they get a big fucking trust fund allowance. They don't want nobody to muck with that. So if you're someone else external who's earned their living, who worked hard for you, you ain't welcome. But find my way around. Anyway, so what happened was one of these punk asses at the pickleball court stepped on my foot on my team in the middle of a match. He crossed the side that was my side and jumped and stepped on my fucking toe and crushed my next to last toe, next to the pinky toe, such that it then caused major big inflammation in my rectum. Pop, pop, pop. Shit had to go somewhere. It caused a bubble, 2 bubbles in my ass. The doctor then went and did an internal procedure with a big plastic ring. It was a tube, thick as that, about that fucking long. She showed me it. She said I had to spread your anus really wide. So in addition to the St. John's nurse who stabbed me in the ass when she asked me if I was a pickleball champion, I said, yeah, because I was championing it, telling everybody I had a good day. She was like Harriet Bird from The Natural, the movie. She was obsessed with taking out anybody who's the best, especially the opposite sex in the sport. So she just stabbed me in the ass right after I said that. Caused major bleeding. Told the cops, they're like, well, that's what nurses do. Well, that's the help I got. Instead, I just get harassed. Here I am in a fucking school bathroom, bleeding out, trying to fucking stop the bleeding, in pain. And I'm getting, sir, what are you doing in there? Well, I go to school here, sir, and I'm in fucking pain. I'm bleeding out my ass, and the nurse stabbed me in the ass. You gonna go arrest her? No, that's what they do. Oh, okay. Well, you're a cop, and the cops have a different oath, I was told, the Marines told me, than what Marines have as an oath. Navy, I just learned, by the way, won against Army 17-16 yesterday. While I was in the gym, this guy who's got a crappy little ass, older guy, but he dresses really well and he likes to make a lot of noise, says to me that he fasts 16 hours at a time. He does drink water, liquid during it. Stay hydrated, but that's part of his trick for a living. I'm like, I gotta teach him how to fix his fucking ass. It's ugly as shit, but he's proud of him. Probably doesn't get to see his ass because all he does is look in the front mirror and doesn't see his ass. But anyway, he told me this other guy in there, his name is Mark, by the way. He said this other guy, his dad, he had a Navy shirt on, his dad has just turned 100. So what do you feed him? He goes, anything he wants. Well, he's a good son. He said, honor thy father and thy mother. Okay. So the injury got worse when this lady shoved this shit up my ass while I was under. The internal hemorrhoids then became external hemorrhoids, and then it causes major pain. Major pain. Severe level 10, beyond level 10 pain. Almost all fucking day long. It causes my hamstrings to lock up. It causes tingling in my heels, on my feet, my toes. And I can't think during it. So I had to pay Cedars-Sinai cash while I was in the fucking hospital, this guy named Josh, to get me drugs. Instead of shivving me out to a recoup care center and then making money on drugs elsewhere, here, I'll just fucking pay you. Just give me the fucking drugs and let me go. Don't send me some stupid shit so you can make more money. So they gave me a bunch of morphine. And I'm running low on everything. So I got to Kaiser and they prescribed me OxyContin, which is a 12-hour pill that UCLA gave me that was really helpful, which works with my lifestyle because taking edible marijuana messes you up for 12 hours at a time, 2 days in a row. There's not much you can do during those times because you got to stay resting and not operating machinery. So, but that helps get rid of my colitis. And then the pills, they weren't giving me anymore. They kept wanting me to go to meetings so they could bill Medicare, and then they were using that as like leverage to get me to go pay them more money and say, "Oh, this will help you with housing too if you go pay us more money." Uh, so they kept fucking with me with the drugs, not giving me the drugs that were better for my lifestyle. Putting a mental strain on me when they have better and they're not giving it to me is bad for business. I tell these people they don't understand. If you're in a business where you're an employee and you're getting paid by the company and you think that the customers that come in there have nothing to do with you getting paid, you are surely mistaken. The customers are really what's paying you. If you start pissing off customers by your behavior because you hate your job and you take it out on your customers, you're going to be out of job soon, because what happens is that business goes out of fucking business and then you lose your job. So stop being a fucking moron. So now the external hemorrhoids can go away with several ways. Lancing them with sclerotherapy, which injects stuff near the veins that feed it and dries it up in a way. And hot bidets or shower head, as much as you can stand, 10-15 minutes a day, 2 weeks straight. Learning all this stuff, trying to keep tabs of my shit. With a car that keeps breaking, people fucking sabotaging it. The other day, somebody broke a glass bottle in front of my fucking front wheels. I had to get down there and clean it and move it while I got this fucking injury in my ass. And I gotta exercise, but it causes the injury to get torn worse. Every time I got a rectal exam, they would spread my cheeks so fucking wide they'd split that fucking injury open again. I'm like, one lady was getting off on it, and I knew it too. I learned about masochism and sadism, and people love to fucking see people in pain sometimes, and that gets them off. Sometimes I like to be in a little bit of pain, and it helps me get off. So I told the one lady at Kaiser, I said, and I told her straight up what's going on with me, and it could be a landmark case with the stem cells. I could have a tail coming in, you never know. And the fact that we're getting rid of it might be a mistake. I don't know, because if it could help me accelerate to the net and we could stop this pain from happening, then I'm like on board. We'll get to the net faster than anybody else, and I'll be fucking winning championships, right? And then you get paid well with the championship money, sponsorship money. I tell you, I get a lot of clothes for free. So it's a boon. One of my goals is to have nice sports attire. I'm getting it. This morning on my way out, a bunch of clothes fell on my lap. Act like you're not gonna stop, fucking bitch. And some guys walking across the street, and the cars stopped at the intersection just before he crossed the street. He's carrying a bag. He's cursing. Call the cops, bitch. And she's stopping because they're just. Call them, bitch. He's just yelling out someone is in a car because they weren't stopping, I guess, in time for him. I don't know, but this is called street theater. It's designed to interrupt my thoughts. These are agents of Congress. There's 300 a day average minimum on high profile targets that they want to neutralize. So remember that time I was showing you video of all the cars that were flying by where I was parked? I was bullshit. It was all agents. Here, this guy won't shut up. Now there's nobody over there. He's just going to keep being loud. If I try to make a phone call, I'll try and concentrate, listen to what button to press to do this, to get to that. There'll be somebody come by screaming on their fucking phone, making noise. It's just, you learn how to roll with this shit. They time it to fuck with you, man. The other day, fire department come over here. There's a little fire going next to my car. Getting rid of my trash, right? It's a fucking campsite. It's a campground. It's a fucking state park. Come over here. Instead of putting out the fire, they gotta come over and try and harass me while I'm on the phone. And it's a tiny little fire. It's not out of control. I'm right there. Nothing's gonna happen. My trash. And he's like, you started this fire, you're making bad. You burn stuff in the street. I said, I was getting rid of my trash. He goes, you started this fire, you burn trash, you burn it in the street. I said, I'm getting rid of my trash. You started this fire, burning trash, making a fire in the street. I go, well, I'm getting rid of my trash. Isn't that getting rid of it? And then he's all big dude, tough guy. I said, I'm injured, sir. I couldn't make it over to the garbage can. I could barely walk. I got a serious injury. Then I heard him on the phone, and he just walked away. I don't even think they touched the fucking fire. It just went out on its own, like. But as they pulled up with their speaker, what the hell are you doing? Like I'm the fucking problem. Meanwhile, I'm on the phone waiting to pick what number to press to get my fucking pain medication to me because they make me jump through hoops to get it. Because the doctor prescribed brand specific OxyContin instead of generic, and the pharmacist said that's bullshit. It costs you $550 for 30 days supply of that shit. But you could go get approved of MFA financing, and then it won't cost you nothing. It's okay. Well, what do you want me to do? Get generic? Go get MFA. MFA. Okay. They all want to charge the most they possibly can. Okay, I get it. It's a business, right? But meanwhile, I'm now to fuck out the medication that I need to make my life better for God knows how fucking long. It's been going over a week. It's been going on for over a year that I haven't had this right medication. Fucking used to they fucked me in the first place. So 4 hospitals all fucking shit on me. One good doctor at all of them. He's working for an education business, so he's also got backup when he knows that his company's gonna go fucking under because they're all assholes, fucking greedy fucks. So I got appointments to fucking get this hemorrhoids taken care of. I got a private nurse to inject vitamin C into my belly. Cost me a handful of weed and a $50 meal ticket for lunch. For dinner, we both shared. She got 5 tacos. I got a steak plate with potatoes and rice and lettuce and guacamole, and she ate the guacamole off my plate right away, just like my first wife used to fucking eat it off my plate. I'm like, get your own fucking food, but I didn't care. I'm like, oh, this is wife material. Anyway, she was so thrilled when she got paid in weed. She took the fuck off. She stayed with me for an hour to make sure I was all right. So around 5:30 p.m., I was at the billiard hall. I said, look, I'm not waiting for you anymore. Anywhere. It's cold outside. I'm going to be at the pool hall. You can show up there or not. That's where I'm going to be the next 2 hours. She's like, well, it's 3:30. I don't want to hear no times on nothing. I'm going to be there. You know it. Make it or don't. I'm not going to call you again if you don't. She showed. Did the job. It was a bitch because we needed tools we didn't have. We didn't tell it. They don't tell you you need this shit. They make it seem like it's got stuff that you need that you don't have, so you get fucking stuck. So I just ordered everything I fucking can. I had backup, and I had stuff laying around somewhere. If I would have dug it out, I would have found it that I could have used. But she improvised and knew what she was doing. And she found a way to get it done. So I had backup of everything I did have. We did 40% of a full vial. Oh, it comes in the reusable pens for injecting like diabetes medication into your body. It was a purple thing. She showed me how to do it. She loaded it up so I could do it again. Which the 40% kind of equated to, and the bottle of I got it was like kids vitamin C. It's got other shit in it, which probably don't need the other shit, but I didn't have any adverse reactions. It was 2 milliliter, it said, per dose, and there was 30 doses in a bottle, and the bottle was like yo high and about that thick. So like 30 slivers of that shit, 2 milliliters. To me, it looked like it was probably like maybe like 2 or 8, probably like 8 to 10 milliliters. When the research that I encountered said they used 2 milliliters, and they used that in a quantity, and they said that's you don't even that's like nothing. You could do up to 20, maybe 40. So anyway, I did about 10, and my pen's loaded so that I could do at least another one of those, maybe 1.5 those, or do 1.5 all at once. So that would be 10. That'd be 15. So first time I did 10. Next time I did 15 milliliters. That's thousands. 15,000. They said 2,000 on the video, audio I listened to about it. And I ate steak after because they're supposed to have iron. It helps kick its ass from like every different fucking angle. Combination helps absorb the iron. Iron helps absorb vitamin C. I'm thinking, get a baby bottle, fill the baby bottle with orange juice. Straight up squeeze, hand squeeze orange juice. Suck that in, put a needle right into the tip of the fucking baby thing, upside down, and pull it into a diabetes needle. And then you squeeze that into, you gotta keep pumping it up and pulling it down, pumping it up and pulling it down to get the shit out. And then you squeeze that into your refillable, reusable injection pen. And then you gotta buy the separate needles, pen needles they call them. Slap one of those on the end of the bitch, that's the reusable thing, and push it hard into your belly and hold it really fucking in there good, and squeeze and push that shit in there. You gotta dial it up to the 40 or the 60 or whatever it is. Try and get as much of that shit in you as you can. It's hard, and some of it oozed out on top of my belly, just like when they stuck a needle in my liver twice. Overshot it the first time. It took a chunk of my liver, which I think that never healed because they started giving me blood thinners then. Like, they are trying to fucking kill my ass. I even told them, stop giving me blood thinners while I was in there. It makes no sense. First off, you keep taking blood when it's saying I'm low on fucking blood. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Greedy fucks. My blood is the most acceptable blood type there is, so anybody can receive it. So they were just blood banking me, man. Vampires. Making money off my blood. People need it, I get it, but not when I'm fucking in dire straits. Don't be taking more than I need. You know what I mean? I get it. So the failure of our society is the profiteering margin. You need to make it so that you can make a good living, but not that you own a fucking mansion. You don't need a mansion. What you need is fun in your life and people in your life and good food in your life. You need 3 things, said Elvis's mom. You need something to do, someone to look forward to, and someone to love. Well, I'll tell you, I got several jobs. One of my jobs is loving me. Like the Miley song is, I can buy myself flowers. I could give myself my own massage. Better than any of you motherfuckers out there can. I tell you, I've been with all different types of people. Nobody does it better than me, for me. So you all think you're shit, you're hot shit. You ain't, as far as taking care of somebody else. So what do you gotta do? Check yourself, man. You ain't that. You ain't all that. And you ain't all worth it, that's for sure. You ain't fucking worth me fucking giving half my shit away at the end of 20 years and you taking my kid I put my whole fucking heart and soul in. You guys can fucking take a long walk off a short pier. I won't give 2 fucking rats ass. You know, we don't need that in our fucking world. The only good thing about you pieces of shit that are out there is you motivate us to not want to be like you. So you do serve a little bit of a purpose, but for the most part, I don't fucking want to see you ever, ever. You disgust me. You gotta listen to your body. Your body's telling you things constantly, and you ignore it most of the time. But subtle little things. You got a pain. Something's trying to fucking get attention. Pain, I learned, means stop. So if you ain't doing nothing and you're in pain, that means you got to stop doing nothing. You're doing something and you're in pain, you got to stop doing that something. It's basically, that's it. That's the code, right? Interpret the code and then respond to it. Your brain ain't as smart as your body, I don't think. Your body knows what it needs more than your brain knows. Your brain is sitting there for going, look at that hot, wow, woo. Or thinking of, how could I scam this motherfucker? Instead of, what can I do right now to fix my body? What can I do right now to get off my ass and stop being a fucking lazy fuck? What can I do to stop harassing people? You know? How could I stop being annoying? You ever check yourself and wonder if you're being annoying? Do you ever check and see if your breath stinks? Do you ever ask somebody, hey, does my breath stink? Tell me for real. I mean, I could take it. I don't know. You know, I'm used to my own scent, so I can't tell. And I don't want to offend. I want to be presentable, acceptable, desirable. Not somebody who just fucking people want to go, oh, get him away from me, and talk behind their back and don't tell them what to do to fix it. But then there are people that just don't want to listen. They don't. Most people don't want to listen. Most people think they know fucking everything, and there's a book out there that tells you those people, you turn to them and you say, well, you know everything, so you're not going to learn anything else. I don't know that I want to waste any of my breath if that's the way you're going to be. You don't want to hear anything I have to say. Well, sayonara. I'm not going to learn anything from you, that's for fucking damn sure. Other than stay the fuck away from you. Hey, how do you like my song? Was it good? Was it like a Bruce song? Did I sit there and go on and on? And then Bruce one day said, oh man, I don't want to talk about that. Being interviewed one day, I'm like, I lost total faith in Bruce when I heard that. He used to be a total fucking dick to a nice interviewer. Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and don't forget to write a letter to your mom and dad, tell them how much you love them, because they're not always around, no.